Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. Taylor want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. One nigga out like an outbreak. Chopper start, send me the house shake. Nigga sweeter than a pound case. Eyes on your chin, better watch what your mouth say. Lean with the footballs, got a nigga tripping. Fuck it, nigga keep sipping. AK with the beam on it. Clip sold on like a lean on it. My nigga like behind ball. Move 100 pounds for a lawyer, beat the charge. Jack down, and the play marshal. If a nigga try to rob, fucking hit him with them. Word on the street, I'm a suspect. Hanging with the killers in the projects. They don't want a barrel, keep quiet. Catch a nigga slipping from behind. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. OG Bobby Johnson. 100 bands on your head, get the job done. Throw it up, nigga, where you from? Whole hood hot, cause your nigga hitting licks. Ain't made a meal yet, but he still nigga rich. Stick 'em up, stick 'em up, stick 'em. How you want it, nigga? Full of the city. Looking for the cash, searching for the bag. Young nigga wildin', throwing up flag. Shooters on the roof with a scope. Money make gon' treat you like the Pope.
Hello. How is everybody doing on this Sunday? Like, I'm so excited to be here. I see a lot of comments here. This is maybe like the most fire link up I have had in a minute. Cause this is a special kind of link up. Cause this particular guest here, he doesn't grace everybody with his presence. So I feel real special today. You know what I'm saying? But thank you guys so much for being here. If you are enjoying what you are hearing and liking what we are saying, remember to hit that like button. I'm going to say what's up to you guys and a couple of the people that I see here, a couple of my lovely mods, and get into this show, get into all things paid in full. This should absolutely be fun. Like, just thank y'all for representing and showing up. I see the links up. Let's see. Hi, Mo. Rashada Greer, thank you so much for being here. Let's see how more people came in early. That's what I'm talking about. Please hit the like button and subscribe all day long. Thank you so much, Kendall. Let's see. Hello, TG. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. It was nice to see the treats video yesterday. I showed it to my nephew and he loved it. Left a nice comment as well. Thank you, TG. That was something different. Prepping for when your girl get a sponsor one day. Hello, Nicole. Thank you guys so much for being here. I see OG Bobby Johnson all day long. That's the intro when we hit up the live. Let's see. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, Tony T. Hi, Crystal. Yes, my favorite movie. Right. This is such a classic. I can't wait to talk about it. I got some stuff to say. Let's see. One of my favorite movies. Let me see. All right. This is good to know. Let's see. Hey, YouTube cousins. Hello, Bree. Thank you so much for being here as well. Did you see that? Thank you. You guys be on the lookout for Did You See That? Tomorrow, I will be going live with him as well. We will be discussing The Devil's Advocate around the same time. So be on the lookout for that live as well. Thank you so much for being here. Did you see that? Let's see. Hey, y'all. Hey, Danny. Let's see. Y'all in here representing, but remember to hit that like button and we're going to go ahead and get into it. Now, I found this particular person when I was, scouring the streets of YouTube, and I was like, man, I'm going to be like this nigga one day. Like, I feel like his channel is popping. He knows exactly what he's doing. He's comfortable. He's all in the pocket. I got on here. I was all kind of nervous and awkward. He just looked so smooth with how he was presenting himself. Everybody in the chat, especially the people that are here from my neck of the woods, show your love for MoedotJ. What's up?
Oh, no, don't be lying to them people. Don't nobody want to be like Mo now. Cut that out.
I am not. I swear. I was like, because I got on here. Like, I didn't do any homework or anything. So once I started, I was like, let me find people who look like me doing what I'm trying to do. I was like, oh, all right. With it, like, you look just so comfortable. I was like, why he's so smooth? And then he was on lives and stuff. I just could not see that for myself. But here we are. I found you and I was happy to see you. Then I was like, oh, this nigga stole my birthday? All right, he must be cool.
Nah, man, you better than me. You professional with yours. I just get on here and talk.
But no, and that's easy.
You got the alarm going off. I'm like, okay, let me take some notes over here. All I got is some music. You can run, but you can't hide.
That means, get in here. I love that alarm. That just, beep, beep, get on in here. Like, I wish I had that that charisma that I feel like you have to just get on here and talk. I just feel like I need a few, extra bells and whistles. That's why I do, the extraness. That's a blessing to be on here and just talk.
But that's what I told you when we first started talking on Instagram. I was like, man, I like you're creative with your channel. You can just me personally, I just take TV shows that I watch, but you're able to go back and get older movies and like break them down. For me, I could do that, but I don't think people are interested in hearing me talk about the older movies. So when I listen to yours, I'm like, okay, this is cool because it's informative. For me, I got to joke around about it.
Oh no, I gotta do homework. I'm taking notes. I might write a little script. I might do an intro, I might do a skit. But when you got on, like, first of all, how long have you been on the platform?
So my first video was in 2018, but I was just doing recaps at that point. So I would do like one power episode, it'd drop on Sunday, I'd do a recap Sunday, and that was all I did. And then
Mhm.
I seen like that wasn't really working. So I tried to do daily videos, but I'd do maybe 2 videos a week. And I
Mm.
just stuck to it. But before my sister passed, she asked me, why don't I ever go live? And then
Mm.
from there, I did that. She passed. I came back a month later and shoot, that's
It
when my
was
channel
moving.
started taking off. So I really just started talking about TV shows because I talk about it with my mom. I try to explain it to people. They say, man, you should get on YouTube and do it. So of
Mm.
course, I used to listen to Mark Dark when I was over here. He
Yeah.
did Power. Then I was like, okay, that's interesting. But of course, I don't never try to steal anybody's stuff. And I was like, man, I'll never catch Mark Dark. Shout out to him. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the live thing. So after that, man, here we
That's
are.
what
I
it
just do
is.
lives. And this
I
is
just
me.
couldn't, like, I think that everybody has to get on here and find their niche, because I think, I found Mark Dark too. I was like, yeah, that's not me. I'm not really a Mo. Let me figure out what works for me. And it was, as you guys love to say, being extra. I'm extra as hell over here. And that's what the channel is. We're gonna, go into depth. I'm gonna do some antics. We're gonna do the freaking most. But what is like the ultimate goal with your channel? What do you see like yourself? Like, oh, if I accomplish this plateau, I'm good as far as what I set out to do on YouTube.
Uh, I think if I can get for me personally, I'm always going to talk about the TV shows, but if I can interview like a main cast member, not knocking
Mm,
any of, like the co-stars or anything, but if I can get to a main star of a show, I think that's when I feel like I'm accomplished. But really right now, what
mm,
I'm focusing on, I'm continue to do Power, but I want my
mm.
channel to be the place for independent content creators. Like I watch a lot of Tubi movies now. So
Yes.
anybody that's up and coming, if they have a Tubi movie, I want them to bring their actors over to me. I interview them. So we'll see the characters, well, the actors and actresses before they blow up. Like, hey man, we did interviews with them when they were first starting off. Since I'm
Mhm.
independent and there was really no help for me, I want to do that with everybody that's doing movies. So that's my goal, to be that
I
go-to for
swear.
like independent creators.
I swear. Last question, since you said, you were independent and there was no help for you. How do you feel about just the space, pretty much the Black space in the sector that we are in as far as YouTube, and the way that we maybe help each other, maybe don't help each other? Who have you met? Who have you collaborated with? And just how do you feel on your stance of just not being helped or just really uplifted in your journey to get to where you needed to be, like as far as now? Because I'm pretty much in the same boat, but I feel like it's made me stronger as a content creator, because there wasn't, a guide or anybody to lift it up. Like, you have to figure it out on your own. And it gives me a good footing as far as what is fitting for my channel versus what somebody else's path is. But yeah, how do you feel about pretty much being Black on YouTube?
Uh, I mean, to be Black on here, to me personally, I don't feel no type of way because it's like shit. I'm gonna
Mhm.
do what I got to do regardless. Oh, can I cuss?
Yeah, hell yeah, it's
Oh,
me.
yeah. For me personally, I really don't give a damn about none of that. I'm gonna do what I want to do regardless. And for me, I'll help people out. My whole thing is I didn't get any help, so I want to help people out. But like you reached out to me, shout out to my
Mhm.
brother Brillo. I always give Brillo a shout out because that's the first person I ever collaborated with. But if you reach out to me, I feel like, okay, you watch my stuff, like you reached out to me. I'm like, man, I'll help you out. You got to do the work, but I'll
Yeah.
help you out. I give you advice. I'm not going to sit down and tell you how to do everything because I mean,
Mm.
that's part of the learning experience. But me personally, if you reach out to me, I'll help you. And I encourage everybody to make a YouTube channel. Even if you don't, You
Hell
don't have
yeah.
nothing to talk about. Everybody has a story. So man, just get on here and do it. It's enough money for everybody. So me personally, I always tell people this. I don't have any competition on here because ain't nobody doing what I do. So
Hey.
yeah, hey, for real. Like
No, I
I
am absolutely fucking with that. Like, man, this is my shit. Fuck all y'all.
yeah, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. If I don't, you know what I'm saying? If they don't like it, oh well. But nah, so you'll hear people go, oh, such and such is like stealing my stuff, or man, I don't care what nobody does. If they steal my stuff, I mean, of course you can see if people do stuff, but man, you could use my shit. I don't care. Shit, man, it's enough money for everybody out here. So there ain't no point in me arguing with nobody. I'm just gonna do what I gotta do.
Absolutely. Like, I love that. Getting into what we came here for, like, please hit that like button, show some love so we can get some people in here. I was like, this was a whole new vibe just to watch this now as an adult. I had not watched this movie in a very long time. Shout out to the person who paid for this. But yeah, Mo, do you mind reading the quote there at the bottom in your best Cameron Rico Alpo Martinez voice?
Oh, I ain't got no Cameron Rico voice. Hey, I really did. I just watched this probably like 2 or 3 hours ago. I said, let me just refresh on it, even though I know the movie. But
Yeah.
yeah, I can't do Cameron's voice, but it said, hey, yo, Ace. Niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right, nigga. You tough, right?
Yeah, like, man, just to watch this now, this was fun. Like, I just, hey, yo, niggas get shot every day, B. You be all right. You be all right, nigga. You tough, right? Like, I absolutely love this movie down. And, sometimes you go back and revisit things as an adult, and it's just like, I'm not really vibing with it as much as I was then. Like, no, it still felt really fresh watching it now. Like, do you have a favorite quote at all from this movie? Or is this even one of those movies for you that you could like quote that you just love like that? Or is this just really not that movie for you?
Not well, I like the movie. My favorite character, of course, is Ace, but I really like Lulu's character. I kind of wish they had Lulu around a little bit longer because I don't know, man. Lulu was smooth and Lulu had them diamonds. So I kind of like Lulu's character.
Oh man, I ain't even consider Lulu. They took out Lulu real quick. But yeah, Lulu, just this is like one of those movies for me that you just randomly quote some shit walking around the house. This is that for me, like niggas die every day. Be like that's just something that just sticks in your mind. I see you shining, nigga. Like, yeah, I'm broke, baby. I ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? Like
That and being a poo putt with the laces.
poop putt, put your laces. It's just one of those like hella New York movies. This was maybe like the first movie I watched that was like extra New York at the time, just watching it as a kid. Outside of like music, I was like, oh, this is like real New York's like slang. I hadn't heard son so many times in my life, my man's. I was like, oh, I'm really messing with this movie. But once again, shout out to the person who paid for this. Thank you so much. I need to find if the person that paid for this is here. Courtney, I believe your name is Courtney or Court. You have paid for so many movies, and I have no clue who you are. Please say something to me one of these days. Leave a comment and just let me know that you have been the one supporting me for like years at this point, purchasing so many movies. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, is this a hood classic for you or not? And I can't even ask you who your favorite character is out of all people. You said Lulu.
Well, Ace is my favorite character. I'm just saying my second one it'll probably be Ace, Lulu, and then Money Making Mitch. I will say Unc Unc was funny to me. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah,
Unc was funny.
Unc is hella funny. Like you already knew Unc's agenda as soon as he got on the screen. My favorite character is probably Ace as well, just because Wood Harris, first of all, is a really good actor. I feel like he's underrated. Just that posture, and he just looked like a nigga that's high. Like, I'm not trying to be seen. You can tell he likes to be seen and not heard. He's really smart, and he's just constantly watching and being calculated in the way that he moves. Ace is probably my favorite character. Mitch and just, Mekhi Phifer and all 300 of his teeth always out 24/7 being clean as fuck. I love that too. And then like man, freaking Rico. I think this was like the definition of a character when people was like, oh man, it's a grimy ass character. I think Rico comes to mind first when you think of somebody that's grimy as hell.
Yeah, definitely. I like how they did Ace's character. Remember in the beginning, before he was actually moving work, he was nervous. He didn't know what to
Mhm.
say. He was scared to be out and about like that. And then the way he interacted with Kermit, that was he said, "What's wrong with your shoulder? You got a back problem or something?"
What's wrong with your back, nigga? Nigga like, nah. Like, I just love how smart he was just to not even vibe with Calvin because, like, nigga, I'm not even in the game. But from what I see, the way you moving, you stupid. Why would I? Because you could see that he loved it when it came to Mitch. Like, I see you, baby. Like, this is a motherfucking spaceship, man. Like, it looked real good. But on Calvin, it's like it's not really doing what I needed to do. It's not looking as appealing because you're moving different. You're not moving smart, which is why he got arrested and sent away. He knew what was up, even though he wasn't in the game yet, which was like everything for me. But leaving, our favorite characters, and yes, this is definitely a certified hood classic in my opinion. We get into, I guess, pretty much the least favorite characters. Who did you like hate here and why? If you hated anybody at all, because even though everybody here is grimy as hell. Like everybody is likable and so quotable to the point that you do like something about them, even though they doing really messed up stuff in the movie.
See, this was a good movie for me. So, like I said, even Unc was funny to me. Calvin, I probably say Calvin was my least favorite, not because of how he was moving in the streets. I expect that when we watching a hood movie, but when he went over to the house and he sat down and counted the money, then he told everybody to go get something to eat, but he didn't have no lenses in the glasses and rubbed his eye.
Gazelle's was empty.
I said, man, this dude Calvin is different, man. Yeah, so he's probably my least favorite.
Nah, my least favorite is definitely Unc. Like, it's one thing from an unexpected Rico and like Rico, Calvin, at least they strangers. You expect that type of energy from you family. You my whole uncle, and plotting on me and that whole thing there, the whole thing with Sonny. Like, that's just, completely unforgivable. Uncle Ice is definitely my least favorite character, and I don't know. I hope he's somewhere burning at this moment, if he is still somewhere at all. Like, that was trash.
Yeah, but what would you do if your nephew was selling you drugs and kicked you out the house? This is your mom. This ain't his house. This is mama's
Yeah,
house. Come
I
on, man. You
mean,
got to understand where Unc was coming from.
what had happened was he had put Unc on. Like, I put you on, I gave you some drugs to sell them, and you got high. Like, I mean, you messed it up. Like, you messed it up. You messed
Yeah.
up the game. Then you want to walk around here getting high. And y'all gonna have to check out my recap for the movie for me to get all into Mitch, because Mitch was not in the right. Like, you won't even give your mama no real money. Like, nigga, we still living.
I
You
mean,
still in the twin band. What's going on?
you see? So you got to kind of put that on Mitch. How's this nigga named Money Making Mitch put his 18 niggas living in one house, like in a little bitty apartment?
Well, that's the thing. That's the mentality of a whole lot of dealers. Like, we so focused on the material. We got the chain on, the BBSs and the bands and the whole thing, but we still living, in a local little, pretty
Yeah,
much like public housing situation.
but Ace wasn't. Ace moved out. Ace got his money and
No,
moved out. Money
he
Making
didn't.
Mitch was living in there with his mama, his brother, his sister, his uncle. Like, come on, Mitch.
Because he wanted to stay there. He wanted to be as close to the hood, to the everything, to the spotlight, to everything. Like, he felt like the further he got away from it, like maybe he wouldn't be noticed, maybe he wouldn't get as much love as he used to get. So I'm like, yeah, that's not a smart decision, but that's what we were doing, and I can't be mad at him for feeling like Uncle Ice messed up. If I try to put you on, give you some of this hash, coke, heroin, selling these streets, and you use it, and then you gotta get the fuck out of here. Nigga, like, but
Man,
nobody was right in the situation.
on my channel, we have a thing. Once a junkie, always a junkie. We've learned that in every movie we watch. You never trust a junkie, even if they went to rehabilitation. Remember Pookie? It don't matter. Once they had a taste of that rock, that white girl, whatever you want to call it, it cannot be trusted ever again.
Oh man, I'm gonna keep duly noted. Once a junkie, always a junkie. Like, that's crazy. You give nobody no second chance. Like, there's some clean people out there
Nah,
who
you can't.
rehabilitated.
In real life, you can, but when it comes to TV shows and movie, once a junkie, always a junkie. I can't name one junkie that actually recovered.
Let me think. Nah. I don't know why I'm thinking about Wanda from Holiday Heart. She damn sure didn't recover. Let's move on. Let's move on. Oh, I was surprised to see that this movie flopped. Like, did you know that this movie like was not at all successful? It didn't do well. Did you know that?
Yeah, but it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, you got to think early 2000s, some
Mm.
niggas coming out with a movie. Come on, man.
Well,
It's not
no.
like that.
No, what had happened was it was Dame Dash's ass, Dame Dash doing the extra stuff that he does I think that it was under the production company of Harvey Weinstein. They said Dame Dash was doing the most, trying to have all of this creative control, created this conflict. So then it wasn't distributed in a way that it should have been. The budget was a little smaller. So the movie suffered because of Dame Dash ass.
Well,
That's word on straight.
well, in hindsight, Harvey Weinstein wasn't the best person to be doing business with. So
Absolutely
maybe
not.
Dame Dash knew something before everyone else knew something.
Not TG going bless her, bless her, bless her, bless her. Yes, all the crackheads. We're not doing well in Holiday Heart. Wanda on Snowfall. Y'all ain't got to say all the things that. Wait, I mean, Wanda got clean though, right? Did Wanda didn't relapse? No, Wanda didn't
No,
relapse.
not
Wanda has
yet,
been.
but she about to have a
You know what?
spinoff, man. Lord knows what's gonna happen there.
If they give Wanda a spinoff to relapse, I'm gonna be over it. Bubbles from The Wire. And see, no such thing as a taste of heroin.
You see what I'm saying on my channel? They all know once a junkie, always a junkie.
Honestly, being a teen in the 90s, this sounds like plenty of street dudes I grew up with. Yeah. We gonna get into like the real dudes, like because they were stretching this based on a true story. There was so much that they left out of here that could have been said that wasn't. Let's see. Rico was known as a snitch and a rat. Oh man, let's go because we see what happened to Rico when he got out. AKA
I'm gonna tell
Alpo
them
Martinez.
New York niggas because I'm gonna be the man.
We get just getting into the let's see, I'm a hustler, you a hustling ass motherfucker, man. Like getting into Ace, like what did you I think we pretty much covered what we thought about Ace, but just his transition in the movie and kind of having an awakening to go like, yeah, this is all cool and everything. He did his best to try to move smarter. Like if I put everybody on and I show love, nobody should, try to come at me or, envy me in any type of way. I'm not trying to hog the spotlight. And, he got done in anyway. But how did you feel about Ace? How did you feel about Ace?
Well, I mean, he got done in by Calvin.
Yeah.
My thing is, I want to know, did the guy that Rico shot in the butt, was he really trying to set up Ace? Or was that just Rico wanting to get at him? Like the Calvin situation, we know what that stems from. Calvin wanted to be the man. Everybody else was all right, except for that one incident.
Mm. I don't think so. I think it was just Rico trying to, be on some Rico type stuff.
Yeah.
Rico was flexing as soon as he says love, baby, everything, like doing the most, like very in your face about his agenda, even though he has all this charisma. Like, yeah, you trying to be close to me so you can have a connect to my plug. And you just so happen to help Rich with a scuffle in the jail and all that other good stuff. Like Rico was fronting from day one, but yeah, I just love the fact that he, even though Ace was really smart, he just thought, if I move different and put people on, there shouldn't be any hate. There's always going to be hate. There's always going to be envy from somewhere. Nobody is safe. But shout out to Regina Hall here in her very early role, looking hella young in this movie. She didn't get a whole lot of, screen time, but I'm with you because I'm boring too. And I'm with that, 24/7. How did you feel about Regina Mo? Because I be reading some of your little shade room comments. I ain't gonna say nothing.
But man, when I'm on Instagram, it's straight troll mode. There's nothing serious on Instagram.
Was Keisha a real one or or not? I feel like
she was a real one though. Okay, I liked her. And she wasn't involved in nothing too. So that was good that he kept her away from everything. But, I mean, she held him down. She was born like he was. Because I mean, hell, where did we see her? All we did was see her in the house when he picked up the clothes, when when Mitch got out, the diner. Shit, that's really it for real.
And really just being pregnant for like 5 minutes. And I think we saw her cry when they found Mitch's body. That was about it. We didn't see her. That's what I'm trying to be. You do what you need to do. I'm just gonna spend the money. I ain't gotta see me.
Yeah, it was a cool little role for it. It worked.
Very early on, she has came really, really far. But leaving that and getting into this, if I leave, is the game still gonna love me, man? Like, watching this now, it made me realize just how, because like I said in my review, this movie isn't, anything visually like amazing. It's not, cinematic. We don't like leave like these 2 blocks on Harlem. So this is like more of a character study. Everybody just really did like hella well with their characters, and just the writing and the execution that we have them transition from the beginning. And this movie is just pretty much an hour and a half long. Mitch is really, good with that. And you get into like you said, Lulu. I think you like Lulu because unlike everybody else we have here, he shows a different side of what dealing can be. I'm not trying to be flashy. Why would I want to look like a drug dealer? Why would I want to draw attention to myself? Like, hell no. And then you have somebody like Mitch who goes out of his way to draw attention to himself because he loves it. I get love out here on these streets. Like no, that's not what we want to do. But you get the typical just like drug dealer mentality with somebody like Mitch. But how did you feel about Mitch in the movie and how he handled himself?
Well, the first time I saw this, I was like 17. So when I seen it, when he was in the car doing this crime, I ain't gonna lie, even at that age, I was like, man, this dude just seems stupid, man. Like,
What? I love that scene. I love that scene.
because that was my whole thing so I'm 17, so I'm thinking, all right, he's a dope boy. He got money. He got different cars. He got all this money. Why is he even hanging out around the uncle and stuff? That's what I was looking at it. So, I mean, I understand it's his brother, and anyone that ever looked at me wrong, being like, man, shut your
Fucking
ass up, man.
deadbeat.
You did this to yourself, man. Like, I don't know,
They
man.
took his little man, so you ain't had no sympathy for the little man's for Sonny. Like, he's emotional. They took his brother.
Yeah, I did.
Wasn't his fault, yeah, but they took his brother.
But why did they take his brother? Because of what Mitch did. It wasn't that they took Sonny because Sonny was out here stealing quarters or nothing. They took Sonny because Mitch was out here bullshitting.
Doing a whole lot, like it's just, but it's so many Mitches out here in the world who, eventually, Dylan is supposed to be a means to an end. I need to feed my family, get us out of here. Then eventually, it just becomes every day, and you are splurging on material things, and not because if I was Dylan, I would be stacking personally. I would be stacking
like
it, yeah. I would be stacking and moving around and moving smarter. But you have somebody like this, like, I finally have money for, the first time in a long time. I want to splurge and, show shit off to niggas. Like, nigga, you could never look at my chain, look at my ice. Like, I'm clean as fuck 24/7. Putting a target on your back and, creating enemies out of a little bit of everybody. It's just not smart. But I really did like Mitch as a character. I didn't feel like he was stupid.
I mean, I like Mitch as a character, but I was just saying when it got to this point, man, all of this is because of you, man. and the thing is,
I can invest.
Ace learned everything from Lulu, and he was trying to tell Mitch how to do it. He was trying to tell Calvin, like, y'all just lay low. I'll set it up for you to have people work. But these two, they both had that ego. They wanted to be what Ace was. And it was like, man, all they had to do, if I just got out and my homie got me a BMW and he like, man, I'm gonna set the block up for you. You ain't even got to be out. Oh, I'm never touching the work. I'm chilling.
Absolutely not. Like, nah, it was too much. Like, even just the fact that, when he gets arrested, like, you out there handling business, catching bodies, like, why you out there shooting? You're supposed to have shooters, you're supposed to have soldiers and hitters. Like, get in the house. What's that? Prim's Hood Cinema. Go in the house. Like, go in the house. You ain't supposed to be out here like this. Like, it's a smarter way to move. But once again, this is supposed to be, I think, a little breakdown of what not to do. But yeah, Uncle Ice was trash. He gonna always be trash. Like, Sonny did not have any decent role models because he was looking up, wanting to be like Mitch. If you really wanted to care for your family, your mom, your sister, Sonny, you would have got them up out of them goddamn projects. But okay,
let's be real. This is a hood show, so Money Making Sonny sounds like a good name, though. Money Making Sonny, Money Making Sonny. Okay, remember, Unc said, hey, Money Making Sonny, he's the future. So
Money Making Sonny is definitely a good name. Let's see. Oh, Kermit the Frog looking ass nigga. All right, Rico. First of all, I just thought like after this, like Cameron was going to be in more movies. I thought he proved himself to be like a capable actor. Like everybody bodied their roles, really transforming into because these are real life people. But I think Cameron pretty much solidified, like, to the point that it really made Rich Porter's the real life Mitch sister like upset. Like, you doing this a little too well. Like, nigga, get out of my face. You bringing back bad memories. But how did you feel about just Rico and him being a grimy ass individual?
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I did like that, man. I like that. I ain't gonna lie, man. Cameron did a good job, but you need people like that. Kind of like Scarface
Yeah,
said, you
yeah.
need people like me, the bad guy.
Hmm.
Because without him, shit, ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling what happened. Calvin will still have everybody in the street spooked. Like Rico was actually the one doing it. Remember, the streets went dry until Rico handled that. So without Rico, there ain't no money.
But Rico's a shooter. Like Rico is low key muscle. You need them kind of dudes around, but I don't want that if in 2.5 seconds you can switch around and use that shit on me. Like, damn, it's one thing to be the muscle, but you muscle that can't be trusted. Like he trying to get what he wants by any means necessary. From the moment that he got out of jail, like even before that, because he was plotting on Mitch inside, he was trying to use that connect. Like he didn't give a damn about none of these people, and no, I'm just trying to get to your connect. He didn't care.
That is true. And the crazy thing about Rico is Rico really wasn't the muscle. He was the third member and he had the whole east side. So Rico was supposed to have shooters. He wasn't really supposed to be a shooter.
And from what I heard, Alpo was out there dropping bodies 24/7. Like he was between him and Mitch.
Alpo was the character that they showed as Rico. Rico wasn't really catching bodies like that. Rico was out there actually making some money. But like AB said, when we talking about Mitch, everything that happened to Mitch is because what Mitch did. Mitch had them bricks on him. That's why Rico killed him, because he lied to him. He didn't tell him what he was doing with the bricks. Like, how you gonna take all the bricks and tell me that we gonna get your brother out? No. We gonna take your bricks and we gonna take Ace's bricks and get your brother out. My bricks are still my bricks. You see what I'm saying?
He was supposed to have no bricks though.
No,
it was supposed to take all of that. Like, of course, not. Now, Ace, he put some stuff up for later. Majority of the bricks were supposed to be, divvied up to make money for the ransom. I didn't hear nothing about Rico getting no bricks. Rico wasn't even supposed to know about anything, which is why Ace was like, did he call you? Like, no, I ain't hear nothing from him. Like, why he didn't call me on that? I would have helped him. Like, he just happened to, call him like, I need you to, have my back while I'm out here. I also need you to, distribute some of these keys so we can get the money. Rico was not supposed to have any personal keys in the movie. Not at that moment.
But remember, the reason all of this happened, okay, we got the ransom. But Rico, the streets were dry, and Rico killed Calvin so they could start back working. But all the bricks that they had left, they didn't split it up between the three of them. They just gave it all to Mitch. And Mitch like, we got to get this money for Sonny. So Rico's like, no. We never did business like that. So that's why Rico killed Mitch.
That's grimy.
Yeah, that's business.
That is messed up. Like, that's messed up.
Yeah, because that's your boy, but that's business. So it's like, all right, so we're gonna take all the money. The streets have been dry, and now we're gonna save your brother for half a ticket, man.
Yeah. Yeah, if y'all even want somebody to have y'all back in the drug deal, don't call Mo, because he ain't like, no, I'm trying to get this bread. I don't give a fuck what you.
Well, not me personally. I'm gonna let it be known, like, hey, look, y'all, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna introduce y'all to the connect. Y'all gonna get the brother, but I'm not just gonna give one person a brick and not let the third member know, hey, this is what's going on.
Let's see, Alpo would go outside and sleep with a pocket full of money if no one would touch him. Let's see, grimy as fuck, right? Just grimy. Like, dude was out of line. Let's see, give me some of that Rico suave, child. Yeah, Rico was suave as hell, aka lady. I hit her with my Dougie shit, man. Like, throw that ass back. Yeah, he was very, very suave. Let's see, Rico doing the Dougie dance was hilarious. Let's see, Mo all about equality.
You know me, I'm gonna give. So that's one thing I do. I always tell it from, since we talk about Rico, I'm giving it from Rico's perspective. Like, man, y'all basically cut me out the deal to save his brother for some shit that he did. Like, why are we getting the bricks for Mitch when Mitch messed up? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I completely understand, but like, damn, you had to kill him. We finna get. Do you know how like the real life Rico what he actually did to him?
Yeah, but we talking about the movie. I'm just saying on the movie, it was an accident. Let's hold on. Let's be straight. On the movie, Mitch attacked him.
Oh wow, you stretching
Go
that, Mo?
go back and watch it. Mitch scratched him on the face and he tried to get him off.
Because he
I
tried to
don't know
take
about you, but have you ever been scratched in the face? I got scratched in the face one time. I'm trying to fight back. He just accidentally grabbed the gun. He
leave it
accidentally
up. Leave it up
It
to
was an
Mo to come
accident.
here and vouch for Rico shooting
I'm not
Mitch
vouching. It
in
was
the
an
Project
accident.
Alley.
No, be real with me right now. If someone reached and scratched you on your face, what are you just gonna let them scratch you in your face, or you gonna fight back?
It was a tussle. Like nigga,
Yeah,
I'm
it was a
sure
tussle, and
he
I
knew what it
accidentally grabbed
was.
my
Like
gun. I didn't mean to.
nah. Well, if that's the case, then when Mitch was down, why he take him out? Why he shoot him? Why he kill him? Why he just ain't leave?
Man, that was an accident too. He was trying to walk. He was trying to clear the gun. His finger accidentally hit the trigger. Accidentally. It was an accident.
There's no accidents. Y'all hit the like button for Mo's lies here. Like
I'm just telling y'all what.
that
All I
was
can do is tell
that
y'all
was
what I watched. Man, he got
cold-blooded
scratched in
murder.
the eye. He couldn't see, and from there, does
I'm
Mitch?
sending your
Hold
subs
on.
in here vouching for you. Rico could have lost the eye.
Hey, put a 1 in the chat. Does Mitch always walk around with a gun? Put a 1 in the chat if Mitch walks around with a gun.
Thank you, Bree. That wasn't no damn accident. Absolutely not. Oh man, let's see. Calvin was the man, low key. Here's the money for the groceries, Mrs. Phillips. Calvin was tripping. We finna get on Calvin. I had to take a moment for Mo lying, trying to finesse this situation. Like,
All
no,
I'm saying is Mitch had a gun on him. He's scratching your face. Imagine you like this and someone's in there and you in a tussle. You just said it's a tussle, but you can't see. You gotta grab your gun. What if he grabs his gun? What you gonna do?
So someone scratch you, that just gives you license to like, oh, I gotta kill this nigga.
If I know you got a gun on you, then I gotta get
But
my
he got
gun.
a gun on him too. All the more reason, like I gotta protect myself. Not only like you don't care about my little man's, whether it's my fault or not. You
Can
don't
you
want to
repeat
help
that?
me.
Can you repeat you had a gun on you for what?
Rico has a gun on him too. Like, what does
For
Mitch
what?
have
What
a
did
gun
he have a gun on him? I couldn't hear what you said the first time.
to catch bodies?
No. You said for protection.
For
So if someone
protection.
attacks you, you need to protect yourself.
You know what? You know what?
I
I
couldn't
don't know
hear
why
you. My
y'all.
volume might be down.
It is not. It's for protection, and I should. Yeah, I need protection from other niggas, not my mans. I thought, we was all trying to be on the same mission, get my little mans back, but you coming in here trying to rob? Like, nah. We gonna move on, y'all. Mo going
Was
down
he
that
trying
hill
to
alone,
rob or
trying to.
was he trying to divide up his bricks?
There was no split about to happen. He's like, you got 17. You got. That's what you got right there. That's what's in the bag right now. Like, I'm finna take the shit now. Bop, bop, bop. Real simple. Real simple. Let's see. Sweating in the laundromat is not gonna get you that ass. What was Calvin's beef?
I mean, be for real. Ain't nobody fucking a nigga at the laundromat, so
What was Calvin's beef? Like the fact that I love the facts in this real life character, like the actual real life Calvin, like the way you said like you can't trust a crackhead. Like Calvin in real life was a stone cold crackhead. like it was like a crackhead with a mix of Omar Little type energy, just running around the muck in the project. So the fact that he even got put on when he got out, I wouldn't have put this nigga on, but hey. How did you like why do you feel like Calvin just wanted so badly to just like, need to sell this coke and like why was he pressing Ace so damn hard?
I think it was more of a what I used to be. And at this point, he seen that Ace had passed him up. Because remember, he was trying to put Ace on the whole time and he was flashing all the money. So I guess it was like you got out and it's like, damn, low-key jealousy. You out here doing it, man. You know how I used to get down, man. I don't need no one running. He was like, yeah, that's how you got jammed up, man. You hot right now.
Yeah, that's all of that. Like I felt like Ace was on some keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Like he knew what type of energy and timing that Calvin could be on. I felt like that's really not to say that he was afraid, but I felt like he put him on to just like low key keep the peace. It was never going to be
Yeah.
no peace with Calvin because he wanted power.
We know if Calvin was still messing with his sister at that point.
I don't know. Like they needed to, shed some light on that. Because what you're not gonna do is, show me some money and say, hey, you get this, your girl will suck your dick all day. Like, man, well, damn, what you got my sister doing? What's really going on? Why are you telling me this in the hallway? they didn't show her too much.
And then he went up there to eat dinner with him. Well, he didn't eat dinner. He gave his Phillips the money and he left. And you see when he was in the hallway before he left, he held up the money.
Carroll was a whole hot mess, but Ace knew what he was on, which is why when you have Rico, man, get the guy out of here, you Kermit the face. Like, yeah, soon as he get to calling him Kermit, like when we have the whole robbery taking place and he trying to get him to open the safe, like, yeah, who the fuck you calling Kermit now? Like, do you feel like in any way the type of energy that Calvin was on? I don't know why I'm gonna ask you this with your last little revelation about Rico. Do you feel like at all that it was Rico's fault the way he was moving when he decided to rob Ace?
No, Rico didn't have nothing to do with that, man. Calvin did that robbery on his own.
I remember just checking because he had that little energy, like y'all trying to be extra in the club. Nigga, when I catch you, I'm gonna catch you. Like, but yeah, I just want to see what you was gonna say. But it was Calvin's fault. But the Kermit the Frog ass face nigga, them comments didn't help.
But that's what we were talking about earlier. Calvin didn't have to do anything. The other guy was running the block for him. All he had to do was just collect his money.
He ain't like that. He wanted the power. He wanted, like, I just like the comparison of Rico and Calvin. They pretty much wanted the same things. They both wanted a little power. They both wanted to use Ace for what they, selfishly wanted. But Calvin had no finesse, no patience, no nothing. I need my shit now because I'm Calvin. Like, if you don't give it to me, I'm gonna take it. Whereas Rico, he, plotting and sneaky, even though Mo said it was an accidental shooting. Let's move on.
I'm gonna rewatch it though. I'm gonna get some screenshots and I'm gonna send it to you because if my memory is correct, I'm for sure 1,000% sure money making Mitch scratching ass Mitch scratched him in the eye and it could have been over with. Do you know how hard it is walking around with an eye patch? It ain't fun.
Oh, you know what? Let's see. What's the point of having soldiers if you don't use them? Absolutely. Like Rico was, doing what needed to be done, but Rico was grimy as hell and very self-absorbed. Based on a true story. Like, back when you're a kid, you watching stuff and it says based on a true story, you really think like, oh, this is the way it happened exactly. Like, no, there's a whole lot missing here. And this was my first time getting into the history and the facts of this movie. Man, this is terrible. Like, how do you feel about just how Alpo really, like, in real life took out Mitch? And do you feel like that should have been showed in the movie versus what we got?
I mean, as far as like the real life situation, for me personally, I don't feel any type of way about dope dealers. If you in the game, man, you can't trust anybody. We talk about Raising Canaan, we talk about BMF, and they tell us it's all a part of the game. So for me personally, it's like, man, if this is the life you want to be in, then this is what comes with it. But I mean, I think for this to be in 2002, they did a good enough job portraying the story. Of course, they wouldn't. Because I know I've seen some Azie interviews and he was talking about this isn't the direction he actually wanted to go with the movie. But
yeah,
I mean, I think they did a good job with this. It kind of gives you a good perspective of what actually happened. So I think they did a good job, though.
It does. I feel like it would have hit even harder if they would have showed they have to show it completely in detail because the griminess was griminess, but it wouldn't be no talks of any accidents on Mo's part if they really stuck to the legit killing. If anybody, doesn't know exactly what happened, Rico picked up Mitch, real life, had his mans in the back seat. Felt like, oh, he's lying to me about some drugs. Shoot this nigga now. Gave his mans the word. Shot Mitch twice. Thought Mitch was dead. Told little man, get out. Rolled this nigga into the woods. He was so small, couldn't even pick him up. At which Rico, Alpo gets out to lift him up. It was like, oh, this nigga is still alive. He's not even dead. Looked this man in the eyes, shot him in the head twice, threw his body in the woods. That wouldn't have been no accident or no type of misunderstandings, but I can understand why with the themes of, the movie and certain characters who weren't included, this was the route to go. But me finding that out, I was shook. I was like, this is terrible. Even just the interview of Alpo going, bit by bit of his encounter, like what I was like, man, is this nigga is still shiesty after 25 years.
Because he had the interview where he was in the vehicle and they showed where he drove to and did it.
He was all casual about it. I was like, it didn't feel like there was any, remorse on his part. He still, it is what it is. Like, yeah. He felt he was really comfortable. But yeah, that was if you have, any time on your hands, go do your actual homework on the facts of Paid in Full. I feel like if it was possible, they could have had, maybe extra hour and really make this movie into a real cinematic situation, because it has enough history and facts to be longer and give even more than it gave this go round, which was a lot. This was supposed to be a cautionary tale, as you said. Azie was not really feeling a lot of the stuff here, but I think out of everything, he didn't like the ending of him being depicted as wearing a wire and being a snitch. Do you feel like even with that, this is still a cautionary, teachable moment for people who might want to roll up and be a drug dealer?
Yeah, it definitely is. I mean, of course, you ain't gonna be able to move like that in 2023, we're going into 24. Like, if you're gonna start, don't start in 23. Just wait to the beginning of the new year, have a new year resolution, get your shit together. But yeah, I mean, you can learn a lot from this. Like I mentioned, if you in the game, rule number 1, don't trust anybody. Rule number 2, a junkie is always a junkie.
Hey, you gonna stick by that rule? Yeah, but I think it's still very cautionary. It's just like especially just with all three of them, like this could either go three ways. You could move a little smarter, like Azie, get out while you still can. He had those diamonds stashed away, started over, had a brand new life. You could lose your life, lose your brother, lose just pretty much everything, like Mitch, or you could, do 25 years in prison like a Rico, and just that greed really really getting into him. Did you feel any ways about the fact that the real life Rico got out, witness protection, new name, and the whole nine, out for a few years, and then he decided to go back to Harlem where he was shot and killed on Halloween? Like, would you go back to Harlem after all of that? I wouldn't even touch down in Harlem. You could have went anywhere, nigga. But okay.
I definitely wouldn't. I would have never been in Alpo's shoes. But man, if they gave me witness protection for all them bodies I caught, there's no way I'm going anywhere near New York. I'm gone. I'm not returning or anything. But remember, he said he's gonna snitch on people everywhere else except for New York, so he could be the man.
I give you some of them DC niggas, but I ain't snitching on nobody from Harlem. Like,
but
yeah.
How much? They say I pocket watch a lot, so let me ask you this: how much money do you think that that Ace had at the end when he had the diamonds? Because remember, he only turned in 3 diamonds to Lulu's plug, so he had a whole bag of diamonds still.
I don't know, like, because them diamonds always looked a little shoddy to me.
Real, they were just little crystals you find on the side of the
but
road.
I was like, y'all couldn't get nothing better than that. Them pieces of glass. I'm sure, like, he at least even with that, I was thinking about that. I was like, damn, so Ace had them diamonds the whole time when they could have maybe tried to get Sonny back. Could he have, that's not important. That's not important.
It was some big diamonds too. So he probably had like a couple, probably like 2 million in diamonds, because there was some big diamonds, and he only gave them back 3, and it was a whole bag that he had.
I was gonna say about a meal, cause like he's straight on that. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't have went back to New York just because 30 or so years have passed and still enemies everywhere. Like he got taken out. So
yeah, but he didn't even get taken out by an enemy. He got taken out because he was messing with dude's girl.
See, Alpo got cocky and got himself smoked, but just in Harlem, like it's pictures of him smiling, like, hey, like, let's see, you definitely be pocket watching. Killer said you definitely be pocket watching.
they get on my case about that.
Let's see. Alpine got cocky, got himself smoked. Let's see. No, I wouldn't go back there. Yeah, he did, and that's just pretty much what it is. But yeah, I do feel like the cautionary that they wanted this to be did come across because you gotta worry about me trying to sell nothing. But pretty much getting into the end here, like, how do you feel about Paid in Full? Its legacy as a movie, and would you be open to a part two situation? Now, I'm not gonna say like a remake because we had enough of that. Like, no, but there's just so much story here that they could make an extension of what happened to them afterwards, as far as Alpo and just Ace and all those things. Or do you feel like this is good enough? Just leave it alone. We'll need no extraness.
Yeah, no, definitely no remakes. I'm tired of that. They make so many remakes, and the remake is always terrible. There's no way you can remake something. But I think Paid in Full, it's a hood classic in my book. I can definitely watch it whenever it comes on. That's one of the movies. If it comes on, I'm gonna watch it. I won't turn from it. I'll watch it. But a part two, I mean, what they gonna do? Azie living in his house with his diamonds. Rico in jail telling on people. Like, nah, we don't need no part.
Not Rico in jail telling on people. Stranger things will happen. They've been squeezing all kind of stuff out these days. I don't know.
Ain't no one trying to see this Cameron acting like Rico no more. Nah, we're done. What is it? It's 21 years now? No.
Oh yeah. Hey, stranger things have happened. I keep everything open because you'll look up and be like, really, y'all, gonna tap back into that and try to squeeze out a part two or do a remake with people we don't care about that's not gonna be as good as the people who already were the characters. Like, just leave stuff alone. But as far as the legacy of this movie, like, this is definitely a classic. Like, it was more classic watching it as an adult and just watching stuff with your movie reviewer eye. It's still quotable. I still love it. I'm still gonna watch it. It's not something so much now that I throw on, but if it's on and I catch it, you're not turning it off. You're going, vibe with it, either way and all that other good stuff. Oh, let's see. Miss Kira said a prequel. They'll do it.
Yeah, they'll do that. How Mitch got into the game. I mean, what would they do with Mitch and Rico? Because we already know Ace's story. Ace was just, unless they show Lucky at 7 years old picking up the money.
Well, no, like, I feel like they were a little lenient towards the portrayal of Ace. Like, all of them were in the game like since they were teenagers. Ace, working in the cleaners, and I don't really want to sell no coke. It was like, no, he got hit by a drug dealer, like a car, as a kid. This drug dealer handed him some money. He was like, oh, like, this nigga's fly. Like, he just handed me some money for hitting me with a car. He got a Benz, nigga fly. I'm gonna do that with my life. And then, he just decided that he wanted to be a drug dealer from then on up. Mitch had been a drug dealer since 12. Rico been robbing, stealing, shooting niggas since he was like 13. So there is room for a prequel.
Before we get to a prequel, everyone just go back and watch the movie and watch Money Making Mitch attack. I'm talking about brutally beat on Rico, and Rico had to defend himself. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'll take this off. If y'all want to cuss out Mo in the comments, please. Mo is just trying to really stretch that Rico was attacked. I have never heard anybody say that in my life, but all right.
I'm about to bring it up right now and go see real quick. Let me
you rate everybody. Go, like, run back the scene, the little hallway scene of, you got 17 keys. That's what you got right there. Like, pop, pop, pop. That's what I saw. Run it back and come back and, let us know what you saw. And if you feel like Rico was attacked. Yeah, whatever. Never attacked. I can't cut them all out, Tara. I'm just saying, like, just leave some heated responses because y'all know that's a lie.
All I'm saying, look, see, that's the problem. We're at a point where society, you can't ask a question. You just say, "Oh, you got those keys? Oh, let me get 2 or 3 of those keys." But instead, Mitch attacked him. Why Mitch didn't attack his uncle? Then stole Sonny. Why he ain't attack his uncle like that? He gonna attack his best friend? He left Rico no
he threw him out the house. We finished. We finished. You dig and you try to make stuff out of nothing now. But Mo has been, absolutely awesome. Once again, you guys hit that like button. Mo, I am about to give you the screen for a minute to tell people what you maybe have coming up on your channel and where to find you. Go ahead, Mo.
All right. Well, December 1st, Raising Kanan comes back on. I'm gonna rewatch this damn Paid in Full because I'm sure that Rico was attacked. But Raising Kane is coming back on, so I'm starting to have my predictions come out, theories of each of the characters. Friday night, probably 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern. I'll give you guys a time. I'll be doing the live after show where I break down each individual character. We got Monday mistakes. Tuesdays, I got something that we're gonna do this Tuesday coming up. But primarily, we're gonna be talking about Power. I will have Tubi movies also. And then the Mo You Know will be on that channel for more realistic stuff, any current events. But other than that, man, thank you a lot. Struggle Reviews TV. You know, like I said earlier, if you reach out to me, I'm definitely going to help you, send you in the right direction. I can't do the work you out. Like I said, me and Struggle Reviews, we talked behind the scenes for a while, and I appreciate her bringing me up. We've been trying to make this happen, but I told her I was relocating. As you can see, I'm in Germany now, so my time is I'm like, 6 hours ahead. But other than that, man, we got Power coming up. I don't really have much else besides that. And man, Friday's about to be crazy. I'm thinking it's about to be it, you know? It's about to be it.
Absolutely. Y'all be on the lookout also. I will be discussing Raising Cane. Probably not as good as Mo, but I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can. But as far as what's coming up here, as I said, tomorrow I will be going live with Did You See That to discuss The Devil's Advocate. He is also in the UK, whole time different situation. So be sure to be there to support that. I think The Temptations is up next. The Temptations movie is up next, which is, a 4-part series. So I will be probably doing 2 different videos for that. Be on the lookout for that. And of course, be on my community tab to be aware of what I'm dropping, when I'm dropping, because YouTube most likely will not notify you. But you guys have been awesome. Mo has been great. Go and check out his channel. His link is in the chat. Go, run his videos up, as well as look at all the good stuff that I've posted, this past week, because I've been doing what I need to do.
They saying they want to bring me back, so we got to find. Would y'all want us to do the hood movies or what? Because I know she does a lot of movies that I've never even watched, but I do dabble in the hood area. So if you want me to come back up here, just let her know and we'll make that happen.
I'm gonna have to see. Like, people have been, we pay for an eclectic amount of things here on the channel, so it's not always a hood situation. But hey, even if I have you on for us to discuss Raising Cane, and I could even do that. But if something hood pops up, I'm gonna think about Mo first.
West over here, Struggle Reviews. They paying for reviews. Hey. Now
You guys, y'all support Mo. Like, it's this is not an easy thing to do. Yes, I do have a paywall up for pretty much all of my content. If it's not a current movie, which you guys pay for current stuff also, or a current TV show, everything on my channel is paid for. Look at Mo.
Y'all be telling me to do these movies.
You silly. Everything. I am blessed, to have such great support and subscribers who do support me in a way enough to pay for everything. So that's just been really great, and I thank you guys so much. But Mo just gave y'all the eye, so he's interested as well.
Hey, have you did the wood on your channel?
Yeah, I have. Somebody paid for that like way back when your girl was charging, $25 and $30. Oh, them days are gone.
Oh, well, y'all send her that $100 and I'll come back.
Way back,
I was gonna do. I just never got around to it, but I wanted to do like house party and stuff. So I'm gonna see how I can do that. If not, we could do house party on your channel.
Oh man, we can definitely go live for that. We can go. I didn't go live for those things because those weren't things that I was doing. So I would be interested. But I have done the wood. I have done house party. Well, you guys support me and have paid for really, really great stuff. So those are in the chamber. Run up my house party video. That's a really good video.
You're more organized than me. If I got on here, man, we still be talking about like one character at this point because I get distracted, and then they'll be commenting, they'll be making fun of me, so I got to respond to all that. See, you're organized, and I don't have that organization. I just get on here and talk. So,
well, Mo, I was a kindergarten teacher, so that's where you got to be organized. That comes from that. I see someone in your stuff said. said Menace to Society. I have done that one as well. That's a really good video. I do open my videos with skits, guys. Like some of them, like classics like Menace to Society. I do open as, Samuel L. Jackson, like, around the little red table scene. Really, really good. It's a really funny throwback situation for me. So go and run that up as well if you guys are interested. But everybody has been great. Y'all request some movies from Mo. I just want to see what Mo would be like. Because that's the thing. You said you like, the hood situations. If you go in by request, people can pay for anything, and you might have to talk about stuff you're not interested in.
Yeah, well, then if they pay it, then all right, cool. But I tend to do mainly black film. I like to just watch our stuff. But I mean, I'm open for whatever. Pause.
No, Val, I have not done A Bronx Tale. I would love to, though. That is one of my favorite movies. Of course, you guys know, because some of you guys don't. If you want to request anything, I am on PayPal, I am on Venmo, and I am mostly on Cash App, where you guys send majority of the reviews. You send your $50 to your $100, depending on the length of your movie or if it's a TV show. If it's a TV show, it's majority of the time is $5 to $10 per episode. It's a whole system breakdown, but I know you guys are interested. But you send majority of the time it's a $50 purchase. If the movie is 2 hours or underneath that, you send that along with the year that the movie came out as well as the title, and I put you guys in the queue. It's very, very simple. But thank you guys so much for supporting me.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Now, when you say 2 hour runtime, is that actual film or like from beginning to the end of the credits?
Just actual film mode. But if it's like, I want you to do Titanic, Color Purple, or what I have coming up now, which is Temptations that Bree paid for, which was awesome. The Temptations miniseries is a 4-part series, so that's 4 hours. So you have to make 2 payments, which is $100 for me to talk about that one. But we supposed to be off of here.
See? Nah, this is how you get the lives to go. You got to ask those questions. So
yes,
Titanic is 3 hours. So what would you for Titanic? It's over 2, but it's not like a 2.5. It's a 3 hours. So is it just that set fee, or are we doing like overtime?
Oh, no, we do overtime. And then I also have a rate for special people who I don't do it often, but a lot of people like to jump the list and have me do their movie first and not wait in the queue. If you do not want to wait and you want your movie done like right away, there is a $25 to $50 upcharge.
Moet, we doing it wrong. We got VIPs over here. We got skip lines over. Oh yeah, we slacking over there. Hey, all right. Yeah.
Wait, Mo, you
See, got my notebook out. I said something. Said Mo, get you a pen and bring some notes. So I'm gonna have to give Struggle Reviews 10% of all proceeds because this is her idea. So okay, $100.
These are things I learned in the journey of YouTube, and then it's not even that. Like I had to work to get you guys to just have interest enough to like enough what I'm doing to pay for it. It was not an overnight situation where people was just sending whatever for whatever. I have grown, in the past, 3 years of being on here to get to this point. It was not an overnight thing.
They said they want me to send you some snacks. We'll talk about that. Yeah, like I said, she reached out to me, and me and her, we've been talking for over a year now. So yeah, if you want me, I can send you some snacks that you can review on here and stuff. Because I'm about to have like different wines and stuff. I'm gonna have it on my channel. So when I'm doing my reviews, I'll have a different liquor each night that I just try on live, and we'll, and I'll make
definitely. Yes, DeMarcus, I have done deep cover. Everything that you guys have put here, it has been done. Thank you guys so much.
Have you did Stand By Me?
No, I have not. Nobody's paid for Stand By Me.
That's my favorite movie of all time right there.
That will be a good one. I love that one. Have him send you some snacks from Germany to review as well. Y'all really like that snack video with me and my daughter. Most definitely. I'm here for all of that. Let's see. Nah, Mo. We good. We support how we support. Eric said no.
That's how they are on my channel. They ain't trying to hear no movie review from me that bad.
Oh, man. But you guys have been great. Our hour here is pretty much up. I would love to stretch it out like Mo does, but I don't want to keep him forever. I think it's 11 o'clock where Mo at. But you guys have been awesome. Remember to check him out. Remember to hit that like button and show us some love. Remember to drop down and leave a comment. I don't care if you leave a sack of money to represent, paid in full, but leave something because it helps me out in the algorithm. But you guys have been great. Mo, you have been great. I would love to have you on again. I will definitely see you guys tomorrow around the same time. Good night, unless Mo has something else he wants to say. Good night, y'all.
I'm writing down them rates. I'm gonna come up with them rates. Y'all want a movie? Over here is the Hyundai. So we might be starting over 2 hours, $100. You want to skip the line that she said 25? We doing 25.
Thank you guys so much. We'll see y'all next time. Most silly.